President Donald Trump has marked 6 months since his second inauguration, and on Sunday he took to Truth Social to celebrate what he called a consequential half year in office, claiming the U.S. had been totally revived after what he described as a dead period under former President Joe Biden.
Wow, time flies. Today is that 6th month anniversary of my second term. Importantly, it's being hailed as one of the most consequential periods of any president. In other words, we got a lot of good and great things done. 1 year ago, our country was dead, with almost no hope of revival. Today, the U.S. is the hottest and most respected country anywhere in the world.
Now, 6 months in, the headlines have been relentless, from trade wars and deportation drives to escalating conflicts and global withdrawals. Here's a look at 5 defining policy moves of President Donald Trump's return to power. Beginning in January, he unleashed sweeping tariffs on allies and competitors alike, roiling financial markets and raising fears of a global economic downturn. In April, he introduced reciprocal tariffs and a 10% baseline duty on imports from countries including India, Canada, and Mexico before pausing enforcement for 90 days. And earlier this month, he sent letters to world leaders demanding new trade deals by August 1st or face fresh tariffs. His administration has also escalated tensions with China before softening duties in a limited deal and has threatened blocs like the EU and BRICS with similar measures. Now, to be clear, the president campaigned on promises of the largest deportation drive in U.S. history, fueled by incendiary rhetoric calling undocumented migrants savages and animals. And the White House claims the administration has broken a record number for the number of deportation flights in the month of June alone. And the administration says the U.S. immigration and customs officials have arrested over 100,000 illegal alien criminals, including members of a vicious Venezuelan gang. But new polling shows public support for his immigration crackdown is in fact slipping, with nationwide protests erupting against recent raids. Moving on, after his swearing in, Trump vowed to be a peacemaker. But 6 months into his second term, the reality is very different, with the U.S. entangled in multiple conflicts across the globe. And Europe has pledged to end the Russia-Ukraine war within 24 hours, has in fact stalled, and frustrations are mounting. In fact, he recently gave President Putin 50 days to agree to peace or face steep tariffs. Meanwhile, in the Middle East, Washington launched strikes on 3 Iranian nuclear sites last month amid a breakdown in a recent conflict with Israel. The U.S. also hit Houthi positions in Yemen before securing a ceasefire in May. And in Gaza, while the president has pressed Israel to end what he called the hell in the besieged enclave, indirect peace talks in Qatar remain deadlocked despite President Trump's claim that 10 hostages will be released soon. And the White House has also withdrawn the U.S. from a slew of international entities and accusing them of undermining American sovereignty. This includes the World Health Organization, the UN Human Rights Council, and the Paris Climate Accords, which the administration calls anti-American and unaccountable. And finally, the president's facing renewed scrutiny over his handling of the Jeffrey Epstein case. And despite far-right hopes that Donald Trump's return would expose a hidden client list or prison cover-up, his administration has dismissed these theories, fueling backlash from MAGA loyalists now accusing him of going quiet on Epstein's many crimes. So from trade wars and airstrikes to global walkouts and deep divides, the president's first 6 months have redefined America's role both at home and abroad. And if the first half of the year is a harbinger of things to come, the next 3.5 could prove to be even more turbulent.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube: English, $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
geschäftsführenden Direktoren,
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka karjo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
$4 trilhão以上も
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select the language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.